People, have you ever imagined if there will be no technology around us? Imagine if there will be no computers, telephones, television, beepers, MP3s, cameras, gaming consoles, radios, calculators, network, and the internet. But what do you think is the most essential product of technology that we, people, cannot live without? How about the device that can be everything? A thing. A smartphone.
A smartphone is a mobile device that combines cellular and mobile functions into one unit. They are distinguished from featured phones by their stronger hardware capabilities and expensive mobile operating system, which facilitate wider software, internet, including web browser over mobile broadband, and multimedia functionality, including music, video, camera, and gaming, alongside core phone functions such as voice calls and text messaging. Smartphones typically contain a number of metal oxide semiconductors. Integrated circuit chips include various sensors that can be leveraged by their software, such as magnetometer, proximity sensors, gyroscope or accelerometer, and support wireless communication protocols, such as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or satellite navigations.
People didn't start using the term smartphone until 1995, but the first true smartphone actually made its debut 3 years earlier in 1992. It was called the Simon Personal Communicator, and it was created by IBM more than 15 years before Apple released the iPhone. And as years gone by, different companies creating and modifying smartphone emerged.
A smartphone can be a packet-sized computer, a beeper where you can text and even pick the sound of its beep, a camera that can enhance your beauty, telephone where you can see the face of who you are calling, MP3 where you can enjoy music whenever you want, a small television alike that you can watch on when you're not at home, a portable gaming console, a radio where you can even record your favorite FM show, a calculator where you can manage its themes, and that thing that can bring you to the World Wide Web wherever you go, all in a smartphone. It makes life easy, isn't it? But does it really help us?
First, smartphone contributes to sleep issues. Researchers has found that using your smartphone before bed can make it harder to fall asleep due to blue light it emits, as Business Insider previously reported. Second, they can ruin relationships. Some just focus more on their smartphones rather than keeping in touch with their loved ones, such as families, friends, and even partners.
The smartphone has changed our lives for the better in some ways, but it definitely has its drawbacks too. Studies reveal that smartphone use may contribute to sleep issues and depression. And yes, there are ways your smartphone is making your life worse. Third, they're replacing in-person communication and conflict. Some people now choose to have in-depth discussions and disagreements via phone messaging instead of in person, from ending relationships to having heated debates. Fourth, people expect us to be online and connected to our phones all the time, but if we're not. Fifth, some people base their self-worth on social media likes. Smartphones are used as a tool to have access on the internet, and social media sometimes puts pressures on teenagers nowadays, since they depend on what they are seeing on social media. They get the wrong idea.
Smartphones encourage fear of missing out. They always want to be updated. Some research says smartphones are not good for our brains, simply because we just lean on it very much. Just like in counting, instead of counting mentally, we just calculate it digitally. And lastly, it is not good for our mental health. This smartphone is intended to be depression. According to some researchers, the more they use Facebook, the more their well-being decreases.
prutas.
It is up to us if we will let these things harm us. Let us also cherish our lives and be alive. And don't just rely our happiness on these products of technologies.
But even though there are bad effects on using smartphone, let us always remember things around us has drawbacks.
So we, people, use everything wisely.